Thank you so much for taking a minute to join me today on what is my third State of the County address, a tradition here at Salt Lake County where the mayor steps up to share a vision for the coming year. 2 years ago, my first State of the County speech was very traditional, and I laid out priorities for my first year in office. Then last year, just weeks prior to the onset of the pandemic, I tried something new. I launched a podcast series and featured the State of the County as episode 1. Little did we know what was around the corner. 2020 proved to be an unimaginable year, and our challenges continue into 2021. We continue to lose loved ones, and still many become ill from the virus and are suffering. Businesses scramble to find creative ways to keep their doors open. And many families have had a full house day after day as kids dial into school and parents work remotely. Many jobs require risk as workers leave the home to make a living. And while our general county economy remains very strong, our tourism and hospitality industries have been clobbered, leaving many small businesses struggling. Interestingly, women have been hurt the hardest. 2020 has been called a pink recession. The very industries that are hardest hit are those comprised of largely female workforces. Think about it: nurses, waitresses, hotel staff, teachers, and of course moms doing double duty. The good news is that for every case of COVID occurring here in Salt Lake County, there are hundreds of vaccines now being administered. I can with confidence say that we are approaching the end of what has been one of the most challenging times for many of us. And as we look ahead, we will continue to address cases of COVID, and we will prepare for the future. And what are Salt Lake County government's priorities as we transition back to whatever normal may be beyond the days of COVID? So I wanted to take you to one of my favorite sites in this valley, the base of Big Cottonwood Canyon. I love to hike and ski in these canyons, but also enjoy a picnic with my extended family annually. It's one of my favorite traditions and a highlight of my year. This pandemic has provided a new appreciation for spending time in the outdoors. Time in our beautiful canyons and open space has been a reprieve for thousands of residents. But unfortunately, as we've recently seen, the dangers of our backcountry can prove to be tragic and unexpected. Salt Lake County has a fundamental role in supporting recreation in our valley and also fighting for the preservation and the ecology of our canyons so that all can enjoy now and in generations to come. Our parks, golf courses, trails, rivers, and canyons are truly what make our community the special place that it is. And this year we have seen record visitorship. Salt Lake County remains committed to recreation and preservation, whether it be providing funding for trail maintenance or bathrooms up the canyon, finding transportation solutions, or building and operating state-of-the-art recreation centers. But our tourism industry has been hit hard. Revenues are down and hotels and restaurants still face restrictions. But I'm confident that Salt Lake County will remain a desired vacation destination, whether you're traveling abroad or just enjoying a staycation with the family. I'm here in Kearns at the long-anticipated brand new Kearns Library. It's truly stunning, and I've already been here a few times and wanted to come back to share it with you as it reflects the new model of libraries as community gathering places. Those days of my past when a stern librarian children and quizzed them on the Dewey Decimal System are long past. Our modern libraries provide creative crafts and technology on site. They have staff that love working with teens and have traditional items known as books with quiet spaces to enjoy them. Salt Lake County remains resilient and flexible to the desires and needs of our residents. And you are telling us to prioritize libraries, rec centers, senior centers, public health clinics, and arts venues. Generations have come and gone enjoying Salt Lake County's facilities, and beautiful new buildings are coming online to continue to serve our residents for generations to come. We are planning to be back up and running at full capacity sometime this year. And when we are excited to share all that Salt Lake County has to offer. From our indigenous heritage to the first pioneers all the way through until today, we have faced tough challenges and come out even stronger with a smile on our face. When we needed to step up and support small and local businesses, we did. And when we decide to maybe order some takeout, a couple of extra meals to make sure our favorite restaurants could make payroll, we did. And our economy is surprisingly strong because of it. Salt Lake County maintains a AAA bond rating and is among the most responsible and respected counties in the nation from a fiscal perspective. It allows us to continue to serve our residents and ensure that generations can come together to learn, create, and grow. Looking forward in 2021, there is perhaps no more daunting task than the COVID-19 vaccination effort that is currently underway. Our new mobile clinics are key to assuring that all will receive the vaccine, even those who are hard to reach and have unique challenges. In addition to large-scale facilities being prepared to vaccinate thousands of residents every day, Salt Lake County is dedicated to providing vaccines to those who would otherwise be left behind. The underserved, those with language barriers, technology barriers, and other challenges. And long after COVID, the connections we make and the systems we implement now will put us in a better position to serve every resident in a more personal and equitable manner than ever before. When COVID-19 hit Salt Lake County's elected officials and staff, we rallied to continue serving the community. Offices adjusted hours and methods. Employees were willingly redeployed to COVID work. And all the while, traditional county work continued on. One example is what will soon be this 155-acre regional park, Bingham Creek. And that is under construction here in South Jordan. As our county continues to grow, it takes work and collaboration to ensure that jobs, transit, and infrastructure are addressed given the real challenges that growth provides. And ensuring that we can house all the growth will be the task that will take all of our ingenuity. Building and maintaining affordable housing, including housing for our populations experiencing homelessness, will require flexibility and effort in every corner of our valley. Perhaps the biggest challenge will be continuing to do all we can do to protect and improve on our air quality. Incentivizing smart growth and green development will continue to help make a dent in our ongoing struggle against pollution and inversion, but each of us can individually choose to do more and live more efficiently, and together come up with creative collaborative solutions to address air quality issues. This includes increasing transit options and incentivizing work from home options long past the pandemic to keep cars off the road, especially on the worst air quality days. As we live together and learn together, we will continue to turn over new leaves and look at new opportunities for a county that is increasing, not just in size, but in diversity as well. And I want to share that in spite of all the optimism I have for 2021, I continue to be humbled and saddened by the loss of life and damage done over the past year. 2021 is a rebuilding year for many of us, but unfortunately, thousands of families will never be able to rebuild after the loss of life and the devastation brought on in this year. My hope is that now the state of the county could be more than ever compassionate, and that we can act with grace, and that we can together determine to let ourselves unite for the common good. To look out for our neighbors, to support local businesses, to care for our parks, trails, our air, and our water, and to make an effort in 2021 to serve others and lift people up. Thank you for joining me today.